Let us look at another practical example. As a business, you might want to find out your high ticket transactions. For example, let us say you want to find out transactions over 500. That means individual transactions over 500. Let's see how we do this. If we do it manually, you will see that the total sales is 2.29 million, something we already know. But if I filter values greater than 500, you will notice that this is 147. That means, or rather 1.47. So in a way, I can say that 1.47 divided by 2.29. 64% of my total volume is coming from transactions that are greater than 500 in size. So despite the fact that my range is from $0.44 all the way up till $22,000, 500 is a spot for me on that entire continuum wherein transactions which are high ticket, which are over a price of $500, are contributing 64% to my overall top line. And that is what I need to find out. So once again, we'll create a new pivot table. And let me remove everything else from here. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to filter all the transactions that are greater than 500. To do this, we will click on Power Pivot. I wanted to click on Measure, New Measure. Let's call the measure name as Sales greater than 500. And this would be very simple, something we've already done. Calculate total sales. And once we have done this, we can now filter my orders, and I want to say that my sales column, which is my sales column, is greater than 500, like this. So what is going to happen? It is going to make a filtered data set which will only contain the rows that have a sales value, an individual value of greater than 500, and then we are going to find the total sales. So what it does is it tells me that out of 167,000, 73,000 is coming from transactions that are greater than 500. If you look at envelopes, total sales is 16,000, but only 605 is coming from transactions over 500, which clearly means there is only one transaction, which is 605. Let us look at this as a percentage now. So measure, new measure, and let's say we want to find sales greater than 500 as a percentage of total sales. This would be very simple. Sales greater than 500 divided by total sales. And this tells me that, let me convert everything into a percentage. Wonderful. So what it tells me is that in machines, 93% of my volume is coming from transactions over 500. In copiers, it is 96%, but in accessories, it is only 44%. In phones, it is 64%. And that gives a really good perspective to the business in terms of understanding that for every single subcategory, where is the sales volume coming from small ticket purchases or from high ticket purchases. Now remember, here we are looking at the percentage, the sales volume or the top line. We can also do the same thing for the sales transaction. Let's do that. So we will create another measure and let's call this sales greater than 500 percentage of transactions, not the sales volume. Okay. Very similar. We will do calculate. This time we don't want to find the sum of sales. We want to find the count of sales. Then we want to filter our data. Our filter would be HMC orders, where my sales is greater than 500. And then I want to divide this entire thing by the count of my sales. So this part is my numerator. This is my denominator. What is it doing? It is telling us that we want to find the count of all the transactions. That means out of 9,994 records, how many records have an individual transaction which is greater than 500. And then I'm dividing that by the total count. I'll give you another small tip here. Now that our formulas are becoming longer and more complex, I'm just going to copy this and then go to a website called DAX Formatter. I have already mentioned SQL BI to you. So DAX Formatter is created by the same two guys, Alberto Ferraro and Marco Russo. You can simply paste your DAX here, click on Format, and voila. You notice that in a single click, it has made your DAX query much neater. Now, so far I haven't mentioned all of this. I did not tell you to do this. And you must be wondering, why have I suddenly brought it up? Let me ask you like this. Would you prefer using this or would you prefer using this? And I hope that answers the query. DAX queries, so far what we have done, are fairly small and simple, but they can also become very, very complicated. It is not uncommon to see DAX queries that run into 15, 20 lines at times. Now, this is very important because when you create these indents and you create a pattern, it makes it so much simpler to understand the code, especially when you're trying to fix it or trying to clean it or trying to find an error in it. So you can simply copy it, come back, and then I'm going to paste it here. And I'm sure all of you would agree that it immediately looks so much cleaner. Check the formula, everything works. And very nicely, let me convert everything into a percentage now. And how will I present this data to the management? I would say that 9% of my total transactions are greater than 500. But their contribution to my total sales is 44%. And this makes sense for a business, doesn't it? Because you might have 50-60% of your transactions that are very small in size, but their contribution to your total sales might not be very high. But here, what are we showing? We are proving the point that with 5% transactions, 70% contribution. But if you look at copiers, there really is not much of a difference. I mean, 82% transactions are greater than 500 and the sales contribution is also 96%. There might be reasons for it. One of the reasons is that copiers is usually a high ticket purchase. You don't have cheap copiers. So in any case, anybody who's purchasing would be purchasing over $500. But there are certain cases, for example, binders, where you notice there's such a big difference. 5% of your transactions are over 500, but the contribution is 70%, which clearly indicates that some of these transactions are very, very large in size, which is, I guess it's good for the business, but it depends on what type of business and function and industry you're working in. All right, so we have done this example. I hope you liked it. Do practice it thoroughly because in this example, we have done calculate, filter, and I also showed you how to use DAX formatter.